Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. Today I thought I'd do a video reacting to a Buzzfeed video called We Practice Magic with a Real Witch. My whole entire life is witchcraft, so I've got to know a thing or two.
I'm Sarah.
Oh my god.
And I'm Curly.
Whoa. And we're fascinated by religion.
Today we're going to learn about Wicca and participate in a Wiccan ritual that'll hopefully give us more success in our careers.
Okay, so starters, the supernatural powers, such as magic. Why are they saying supernatural power for starters? It's not like a Marvel film. Already feels like they're just mocking it a little bit. And magic, the way they've spelt it is, I don't know, as though you're a magician, right?
Today,
Yes.
we're gonna start our journey into the realm of witches.
You know, I'm so excited for this.
Oh my
I got
God.
extra crystal to put a little feather in, and I was like, yes.
I don't know anything. I know about like pointy hats, cauldrons.
Before the ritual, we wanted to get some background information on Wicca, so we traveled to the Green Man in North Hollywood to talk to an expert.
I like this shot. It's cool. I want one.
Scared.
I scared everybody.
Hi.
Wow, hello.
Guys, Sarah, nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm Lori.
Hello, I'm Curly.
Hi, Curly.
Nice to meet you,
You
pleasure.
too.
Ooh, they've spelled magic right, but I'm assuming they asked her to write down a little sentence on what to put, and she knew obviously to write magic as in with a C and a K.
Well, this magical place is the Green Man store. It's in North Hollywood, California. You are on your spiritual path. You're sort of witchy curious. 1950s. Okay, Gerald Gardner in England had his Wiccan tradition, so Wicca. 50s and 60s it started to come into the United States.
Honestly, I think we're gonna have to start a tally. The number of times I spelled magic wrong.
Paganism it's become an umbrella term, and Wicca has also become an umbrella term.
I do like how they have explained that paganism is an umbrella term. So underneath that, you've got so many different things. You've got obviously witchcraft, things like druidism, Wicca in itself. With witchcraft and stuff in general, the whole idea of it is finding your own path and finding what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And it's all about finding your own personal path. We're doing okay so far.
Can I get some water really fast?
yeah,
I'm sorry, before you answer that. I can just feel like my throat itchy.
Because you're around a witch? You're saying, oh, my throat feels itchy. No, don't be weird.
Here's some other basic Wicca info. Hashtag WickFo. JK, that's stupid, I'm sorry. Wiccans believe in the existence of magic, and that by practicing
Number
magic
3.
through rites, spells, and potions, they can affect change.
Potions, stop you. They're making it seem so like Hollywood with pointy hats, magic, supernatural powers, and it's just like,
Many Wiccans live by an ethical code.
not all Wiccans live by an ethical code. Same with witchcraft and stuff, not everyone does. You're obviously going to have people that don't believe in it and do whatever the hell they want.
Many are pan or polytheistic and recognize the goddess and god among many other deities. Wiccans with shared beliefs form covens with whom they practice. Beliefs, practices, and structure can vary drastically across covens.
Not everyone is in a coven. I'm not in a coven. I don't know if your class is Mysticprimrose as a coven. Little online one.
So every crystal has a different quality or essence. You can charge these are like a kind of a neutral. You can charge these up with your intention on the full moon.
How do you charge them?
First you,
Again,
first
I know zero things about what's happening.
First you need to clean it. So you can put it in a bowl of salt water under the full moon. You can clean it by air with incense or sage, and you charge it up using your magic and your personal juice.
Your juice.
Your juice.
I got a lot of personal juice.
You do, I
You
can
do.
see that. So pendulums are part of divination. So you have to sort of tune in, get quiet, and you're basically telling the pendulum what is a yes and a no. This is a yes, and then the pendulum, and this is a no. So then when you're going to the health food store and you have to decide what kind of vitamin C you want to get and which one is better for you, you can
Take out your pendulum in the store and you're like,
Yeah.
Why is she like? At least the lady with pink hair is like trying to learn and she's asking questions, right? I just feel like he's just secretly judging.
It's a different color, and you've got two-tone candles.
Yeah, what are
you've
these
got cats down here.
two-toned ones.
Well, this is what
I don't actually know what two-toned is. I just think they look pretty. So we'll see what she has to say.
Oh, this is what you are, absorbing or you're releasing.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So let's say if you're doing a spell, so here we've got a black and white one. White would obviously be cleansing and removing any negative energy and stuff that you don't want in your life. And then the black part of the candle will be adding the protection that you want.
And then this is what you're bringing in.
There's also some
Phallic candles.
there's some phallic candles as well. I didn't see those at first. What would you use a penis candle for? We're just gonna ask.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've seen my reels, you'll know what I used a penis candle for. DIY condom candle. One of my genius moments. It took a long time to film that. I burst the first one.
What do you think we would use a penis candle
Well,
for?
I don't know, because I could be like, I would love to kill his boner if I'm mad at him.
Think about the driving primal force of masculinity that is represented in that phallic symbol.
Wizards aren't a thing, right? That's not real.
And what are wizards? So what do wizards come into play?
They're very much staying on the very stereotypical Hollywood version of witches. So the fact that they mention pointy hat, the fact that they mention supernatural, the fact that they're now mentioning wizards. Next thing they're going to turn around and say, why are you not green? Like,
How does this work? Do you eat it? Do you burn it? Do you smoke it?
I think I'm just winding myself up.
It seems like a lot of work, and I watch too much television to have time to do this.
That's what I feel like too. I got the crystal, and then I also got an incense burner.
Did you get incense for the burner?
I got incense, I got coal, and then I got herbs to burn.
I'm excited tomorrow to actually see what happens because we're gonna be doing
Yes, alrighty.
some work.
So I gotta put my cross away.
With witchcraft, because it's not religious based, it's based in manifesting and things like that, and taking control of your own power. You can be Christian and practice witchcraft. Why are you having to put your cross away? Most likely, the person that they're doing the spell with, like witchcraft and stuff, she probably doesn't give a shit. She's probably open-minded enough to be like, you know what? This person has their own faith, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to judge. They can do whatever they want, free will.
Giant Jesus tattoo on my back.
Perfect.
Today we are participating in a Wiccan ceremony ritual that is hopefully going to lead to some career success.
I've just noticed, so they're very much focusing on Wicca, but the title of the video is "We Practice Magic with a Real Witch." Just to clear things up, you don't have to be Wiccan to be a witch, and you don't have to be a witch and practice Wicca. Like, they're two completely different things.
I'm just hoping that I have a little bit more money in my wallet by the end of the day.
You expect that quick a turnaround?
Yeah, I believe in miracles.
I want to be like a savant at, being a witch.
I'm nervous that I'm gonna get the church giggles while I'm there. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen today.
To prevent making complete fools of ourselves during the ritual, we enlisted a little help.
I'm Yvonne Conway Williams. I have actually been practicing witchcraft since 1982. I'm an ordained elder high priestess in my coven.
It sounds very badass.
Yeah.
The witchcraft was something that I wanted to do to kind of take control of my life.
What are some of the most common misconceptions?
Let's see, the biggest one I think is that we worship the devil. There are witches who do, but in Wicca, the Christian devil isn't even recognized as an existing entity per se.
So now we're gonna get ready for this ceremony.
We're gonna get ready.
This ritual.
Okay, all right.
It's gonna be amazing.
Is there anything that we should know?
Always go clockwise. The energy that we're gonna,
Are we now, after the ceremony, close to being witches?
You've now had experience, but a lot of traditions.
Just because you perform one ritual does not make you a witch. And especially one where you're just turning up, joining in.
It'll be like a year and a day studying.
Oh, I'm gonna get to work.
What I'll have you guys do is as you come in, I will anoint you with some oil on your forehead, which will be about where your third eye is.
When it comes to witchcraft, you don't necessarily have to do all this stuff. I feel like this is maybe going to be a bigger ceremony, ritual, where you incorporate these different things, you make it into a big thing. But witchcraft in general, and say Wicca, you don't have to go above and beyond and all this sort of stuff when doing a little ritual, doing spell work and stuff. You can literally just sit down, light a tea light, sprinkle a bit of cinnamon and be like, yep, bish bosh bosh, done.
Start with a grounding to make sure that you're all centered before we start.
When it comes to grounding, it is very similar to setting your intentions, relaxing, getting ready for spell work, making sure you're in the right frame of mind. So this is correct.
Shake off any tension or stress you may be carrying. Let go of your worries and visualize roots growing from the base of your spine, down your legs, out your feet, down to the earth's underground rivers with its still. Visualize tree branches. Let yourself be at one with the earth and the universe. We'll do a cleansing of the space and creating sacred space. Earth and water, by casting thee, no spell or unknown hindrance be, except in true accord with me. And as my will, so mote it be.
So mote it be.
What's called calling of the quarters, which would be the north, south, east, and west, and breathe.
Like I said before, you don't need to do all of this when it comes to witchcraft and stuff. This, I feel like this is maybe put in on a little bit of a show, but you don't need to do this all in one go. Like, you will not catch me doing this on a daily basis. Like, I ain't got time for that. I've got other stuff to do. As long as your intentions and your manifestations and your thoughts are there and crystal clear on what you want to manifest and do and get from your spell work, that's fine. You don't need to be doing all of this.
And those particular energies to kind of help hold down our circle, so to speak. Hail ye lords of the western quadrant. I do summons.
Like, I feel like the way everyone stood there is though it's all this big serious thing.
And we're gonna have cakes and ale, or actually mini cinnamon buns and martinellis.
Cake and ale sounds great. I would definitely be doing that, or just ordering a takeaway afterwards. I think like the idea how it brings you back down, with grounding and stuff.
And then we will do everything in reverse.
You don't need to do everything in reverse. Oh my god, hell no. I do feel like at the end of the day, witchcraft is down to your own personal journey. Same with Wicca. You don't need to do that. I feel like in my head, if you're doing everything in reverse, it's just reversing everything you've just done. So that's how it sits with me. It's completely up to you if you feel like that sits right and you want to do it, go for it. At the end of the day, witchcraft is a personal journey, but to me, no.
Circle is open, but unbroken. May the love of the goddess
Go in our hearts. Merry have we met, and merry have we been. So merry let us part, and merry meet again. It is ended. Blessed be. Huzzah!
Usually after a ritual, we'll do a feast.
You don't have to do feasts at the end of every single one. I feel like they're making it into this big, massive thing where it can be so simple. Like, you could literally just get a candle, tea light, bit of cinnamon for success, and think of your intentions. At the end of the day, you do not need all this stuff. You can literally, with witchcraft, you can literally just use yourself, and you just need to sit there and be crystal clear on your intentions. You don't need to do all of this.
The point behind the feast is to kind of pull our
Takeaway though, after I could get behind.
I had a lot of fun doing it. I was up in the sun, I was deep in the earth. I felt like I also was a little awkward because at one point I walked the wrong way and I was like, no, walk the other way, and I had to walk the other way.
It's sort of like farting in yoga class.
They're making it out like it has to be some big, really serious event. It really doesn't, like, not at all. Like, say if I was casting a spell and then halfway through the doorbell went, I would go answer the door and then come back and just resume. You don't need to do all this. Speaking of which, doorbell. Okay, that was my Tesco's order. Talk about perfect timing.
I don't fart in yoga class, Sarah.
Everybody farts.
You sick farter, yoga farter.
I really like the elements where you're getting your power, like your source of energy from the earth. That part really spoke to me because I think nature is like the greatest source of power in, you know, the world.
I do feel like they have changed energy-wise from the start of the video to now. I like it how they've changed their viewpoints as they now recognise that is very much nature-based, there's nothing bad about it. I feel like maybe we've conquered misconceptions.
People thinking that there's something going on, whether it be like satanic or like evil, that's like a really common misconception. And I think it's definitely just more about your own energy.
It felt great. It actually felt like just a nice...
Really positive.
I do like it how they've mentioned that it feels like it's your own energy. Because that, at the end of the day, is what it's all about.
Get like a fun snack at the end.
I want to fun snack at the end. It's not as bad as what I thought it was. It would have been nice though if they had changed the title, because it was more based on Wicca rather than witchcraft. Obviously you had some overlapping elements there, such as when they were in the shop and a little bit of the ritual, but with witchcraft you don't need to do all of that at all in the slightest. I think at the start it kind of changed energy wise, because like at the start it was like supernatural, magic, talking about wizards and all that sort of stuff, and then at the end it seemed like they took it a lot more seriously, but at the same time more open to it all. So I think that was good, because they no longer think we're green and have pointy hats. So that's a good thing. And the fact that it's not all about worshipping Satan, because it isn't. You do have people that do, but that's not my forte, so I'd rather not comment on that. And okay, it wasn't as bad, but I feel like if you're just getting into witchcraft or Wicca and you see this big massive ritual, you don't need to do all of that at all in the slightest, let alone do it all in reverse. I just don't agree with it. I think it's just like you're just undoing everything that you've just done. It was alright. It was alright. Could have been a lot worse. But no, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Ginny is wanting to go out for a wee, so I should probably leave that there and let her go for a wee. Do you want to go for a wee? But no, I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.